On BBC Radio Nottingham. And who was that Big John? We're talking about John Gaunt, who lived on Amesbury Circus in Cinder Hill, where we all grew up, says Dave, who chose that song. First record he ever bought from the Rediffusion shop on Angel Walk in Nottingham city centre. And Dave says eventually we all lost contact, but if you could mention him, maybe he'll just hear, or someone will give him a nudge. John Gaunt of Cinder Hill at the time, remembering Dave Sweet's first record he ever bought. So I hope you enjoyed your song, Dave, who listens to BBC Radio Nottingham in Newquay. But as you know, he was from Nottingham, and says hello to his sister Chris, brother-in-law Ian, who both normally listen as well. Dave listening online at bbc.co.uk/Nottingham, as you can find all sorts of things on our website as well that you may not have realised. So that's the idea of your song. If it was the first record you ever bought, just let me know about it, where it came from, how much it cost you, and any story behind the song, and we'll see what we can do for you. Maureen dropped me a letter through the door here at BBC Radio Nottingham, London Road, Nottingham, NG2 4UU. Maureen from Long Eaton says, yeah, I love hearing about first records people have bought. Enjoyed the Dam Busters just the other Sunday. It reminded me of two-way family favourites and the Billy Cotton Band show, because it was his version we played of it, wasn't he? Talking when the record was playing. And when you realise what he says, it really brings it home to you what it meant, thanks to the person who requested it, who was actually John in Ravenshead. So well done, John. And thank you, Maureen. 1977 this week, when we lost Elvis Presley at just such a young age as well, wasn't it? But at least we have the legacy of his great songs that we will never forget on a Sunday afternoon at BBC Radio Nottingham. 2:07. I'm Paul Robey. Who are you? I've had an email from John in Ravenshead. We mentioned John because he was responsible for that Billy Cotton version of the Dam Busters that we also had a letter about from Maureen in Long Eaton. And John particularly liked the sound effects in that with Billy Cotton, and thinks he bought it from a branch of Nequests opposite Home Ales. Daybrook? Yeah, probably not. No, not sure. But talking about Paul Anka, who was our featured artist a couple of weeks ago, wasn't he? And John went to see Paul Anka, a real showman and a great evening. Then back on the 11:30 p.m. coach, National Express, back into Ravenshead, 3:30 a.m. And I do that regularly now. Well, get back at 3:30 a.m. Oh, no, going to London, sometimes by train or megabus, whichever's cheapest at the time. We're both going to see The Wizard of Oz at the London Palladium. Again, that's Janet and John from the Ladybird books. No, don't start talking about ladybirds again. And a few days later to see Billy Elliot. And a good laugh is James Corden in One Man, Two Governors. Best ever play is Pitman Painters, 8 times so far and counting. So thanks for those recommendations. John in Ravenshead also mentions John Holmes. Yes, our very own. On a Sunday morning, he's here at BBC Radio Nottingham. John Holmes coming to the Stetson in Ravenshead, and it's presented by Jeff Sheard in March. What is it? With Vince Eager, 45 minutes in conversation, then a couple of sets from our very own Vince. So hope you can get a ticket. John Sterland, our gardening expert, he's a regular there as well, as is John Wetton. All the Johns, in fact. So thank you, John in Ravenshead. When you text, by the way, 81333, start your message with knots. Paul in Mapley says, first record I ever bought was Doctor's Orders by Sonny.